People say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. People say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Living at the speed of light, like a bullet. I could be there by the morning. I can't call it, so I ain't got no time. Wait, get up, I've been down and out for too.
I'm getting the bag. Upstairs. Okay. Guys, we just did the first look. I'm changing into the second look. It's exciting crew. Love my agent so much already. Because it's the first time that we're meeting physically. We've been just chatting through email. So love my agent, love the agency, love the people. They seem to also love me and my energy. So it's just coming together. So let me just change, then I will see you guys back out when I'm done changing. I like the look, I like the jacket, I like the pop of color, I like the boots. Yeah, like 10 out of 10. Hey, what's happening everybody? It's Thabile TTO. I'm back and I'm taking over on my YouTube channel on a brand new week with a brand new weekly vlog. What's happening? The first time seeing my face, please do stay, like, subscribe and share the channel with everybody. It's amazing content. We've got a weekly vlog, otherwise a content piece dropping every single week. Yeah, let's get into the vlog. It's gonna be a very chaotic one because I forgot to vlog, or I forgot that I was vlogging and I had to do an opening link. So I just wanna sum up everything that's happening on this vlog now. Let's get into it. Alright, so on Thursday I was invited by DSTV to the Emerging Content Creator Workshop, which was happening in Sandton at Workshop 17, and I basically got to get a first class front row seat to the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of content creation. I think as someone who is getting started, yes, there's information everywhere, but it can be pretty difficult to kind of reel it all into one thing and help it be your navigator as I navigate my way around content creation. There was Spotify Africa that was there to basically speak on podcasting and how podcasts are kind of shaping our future and the new medium and the new way to connect with people, connect with audiences and create a community. And TikTok was also there because they were there to kind of let us know about their content creator support that they have and kind of the tools that you can use to help amplify the content that I already share on my TikTok. Oh, big shout out also to One Night Jack which is a PR company that is basically at the head of the Content Creator Awards. There was also 94.7 that got to present a really cool opportunity for young presenters like myself. There was just a whole lot of learning, and I think as someone who's getting started, it's very easy to get demotivated, especially when you see the views and you see 17 views and you see, 1 view and you see 3 views. It can be really demotivating, but I think the one thing that I learned from the workshop was you need to be consistent and you need to create authentic content, because if you're creating authentic content, then it's easier for you to remain consistent. It comes easy, or it comes naturally to you, and the execution is also natural. And I really feel like I've always watched and I've always consumed and enjoyed vlogs. Now that I'm creating them and I'm putting them out, I think this emerging workshop, or this emerging content creators workshop, was the perfect meeting for me, because myself, it kind of made me feel like, I'm doing something right. And it was also a motivator, because like I'm saying, when you see the 3 views and you see 30 views, it can be incredibly demotivating. But what I'm gonna say to you guys, I don't know how, but keep going.
Hands up high, hands up high, hands up high, till I'm in the lights down right now. Put me in the pool, I'm talking loud, perfume.
How important is it to be a consumer of content as a content creator?
Important, because also we don't work in silos, so as any other individual, like, you have to be cognizant of what's happening around you, because that also informs a lot of ideas. It inspires those ideas, and so the thing is with me, there's certain, and here's the thing, right? Entertainment commentary, unfortunately, in South Africa is still very small in comparison to like other countries as well, and so I always just ensure that I kind of see what people are doing locally. I mean, the likes of Zetu's amazing content creator when it comes to social commentary and pop culture.
Between you and the brand, because like you said earlier, that consumers are not stupid. They can easily tell if something is forced. So
the childlike freedom that you get from TikTok, you don't really get anywhere else. You know what I mean? Twitter, they're fighting. Instagram, you have to boss. TikTok, you wake up and you just,
So I have a TikTok account, which I've started and I haven't used it, and I'm now ready to use it. But the problem is,
The thing about podcasting is that you really can create a podcast about anything. And you will find that audience. We were speaking about finding a niche earlier on. It really is about finding that niche. If you are passionate about knitting, you would never think people will be interested in knitting, but actually there are podcasts about knitting, and there are there are audiences that will follow that. About consistency, there's nothing as difficult as consistency than in podcasting, but if you have that why and you keep going back to that why, it'll really help you.
Also, having meetings, we give you the brief, you read it on your own time, then we have a meeting where we then break it down and then make you understand how we actually get it, because we understand things differently. So it's very important to make a person understand, and also do not be afraid to ask questions.
For content that spoke to our audience, that spoke to who we were targeting as Stay in Entertainment. And the one day she made a very real TikTok about her, I want to call it uproar, but that's probably a very strong word, for our Daisyland pricing that we put out last year. And a lot of it was very positive. She said some really nice things about the festival, but she was also just very genuine. She was like, this is atrocious, what do you get for this? And she went through everything. But I was so engaged by her content piece that by the end I forgot that, I work for this brand, I was like, yo, you're right, Palesa, oh my gosh. And by the end, I ended up following her on the Rocking the Daisies account. And for 3 months, I stalked this girl. I watched everything of hers. And randomly one day I DM'd her, and she's now our social media manager.
you're not able to go make that investment in all of the equipment. I now know what's a Shure microphone. Only because I had to go through the exercise with them. Let's
taking a break right now, and we're going to have lunch, and then we're gonna come back for some classes.
Is this a vlog?
Yeah, we're networking. Introduce yourself to the vlog.
Hi, I'm Shai. Hi, everybody. My name is Yanela, and my page is Booked and Week. So I review books.
Okay.
I'm a book talker. I review non-fiction books.
Okay.
And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram.
Follow her, guys.
To hundreds of thousands of people every day, but we never get to see them. So please bear with us. If all of a sudden my English stops working, or I stop stuttering, or I fangirl because I see somebody here that I recognize, please bear with us.
At how the journey has unfolded, and I've only been with 947 for a year and a half, and in that space I've managed to do 2 shows and do them really well. But as a start, I started my radio journey on campus radio at UJFM, and then I'd always said I wanted to work for 947, and by the grace of God, we're here.
Yo, we're the partners, eh?
Yeah, we're partners.
End up costing my company like a couple million because we're now the partners. We are partners with the Emerging Content Creator Award, which is really amazing. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah.
And the way that the For You page has been designed is literally for you. It listens to what you like. It literally gives you content that you want to consume. So for example, if Manuela is into makeup content and that's all she watches, the algorithm listens to that and it will continue to give her that kind of content. Cool. It does nothing for your hashtag. What you want to do is have your hashtags focused on the kind of content that you're creating. So if you
the first thing I want to start by saying is that I'm so inspired. I was sitting there just listening to you guys. You guys are all so smart. You're doing such cool things. And I'm really, really inspired to be here in a room with everyone. Because you have to get a job to get a job. And I've worked on brands, fortunately, for my entire career, since I was 22. I'm 35, so I've worked on a shitload of brands. And I've only...
www.bowfm.co.za. Playing in the background is Elaine. That one is titled Fading Away, 19 minutes after the hour of 7 a.m. in the morning. If you just turn on your radio, a very good morning to you and a warm welcome to the Breakfast Punch. We do
It's quite a lot. 0.1 Tears in Your Eyes. It's by Nora and Pure, and it's right here on the Breakfast Punch. My name is Kirsten. I am joined by TTO and... You want to kiss me?
It's always going to be a problem. Yeah.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then
choose the topic and then say I've got a voice note. Absolutely love that jam. That one is Ghana and it's titled One. It's 10 minutes before we jump into the second and final hour of the show. If you just turn on your radio, welcome. This is of course the Breakfast Punch and we do this every...
Then maybe she would have been more serious about pursuing it.
You see?
Crazy.
We also asked you to drop us a voice note and this is what you had to say.
It's not working for me, babes. You need to fix yourself or I'm out of here.
I didn't know what TikTok was.
Tomorrow, I was going to say next week. No, TTO is in the building tomorrow to hold down your Sunday. Another one done.
Another one done. yeah, a big thank you to you for tuning in, liking, subscribing, and sharing it. It is when somebody leaves a comment and they're like, the content is hard. It makes me feel really good. But now I'm going to request to go home, and then I'm going to edit this content because I need it to go live on Thursday. Papa, we're on a move. We are working. We are shooting, editing, chopping, putting out every Thursday at 11:11. Yeah. Otherwise, if it's your first time, of course, like I said, seeing my face, please check out the other vlogs. Let me know what you want to see on the channel. Yeah. I thank you guys, and I'm really, really, really grateful for the support.